You know, last thing, at the end of every year they always give out awards, Robert. This year, certain media outlets had you as the trainer of the year. I saw the Boxing Writers Association had Freddie Roach. I was just curious what your thoughts are, and if awards like that, well, what do they mean to you? What are your thoughts on that?
You know what? I thought it was, I had more respect, and I thought it was more legit. But what I've learned is that it's all politics. It's all politics, and if they didn't choose me, something's wrong. Something's wrong, because what Mikey did, what Evgeny Gradovich did, especially the one with Maidana, you know what? Who else did what I did? 4 champions in 1 year. Nobody else did that. You know, and I honestly believe that there's other trainers like Mayweather, like Joel Diaz, Abel Sanchez, who did more than Freddie Roach, honestly. And I'm not hating on Freddie Roach, I'm not talking shit, but you know, that award to me doesn't mean anything anymore. You know, to me, Ring Magazine has voted me 3 times in a year in a row, 3 years in a row, because the fans pick the fans are the ones that vote. That's more important to me. You know, now that I see the way things are, and what this reporter in New York told me, that they didn't choose me on 2011. They didn't choose me because of the video that came out when Brandon and Margarito and myself were right there making fun of Freddie Roach. You know, that's the reason I didn't get it. You know, and then I got it in 2012 because they had no other fucking choice. I basically gave them no other option. This time, honestly, to me now it's a joke. And maybe they'll never pick me again. I don't need them to pick me. But if in the future years they call me up and tell me that I'm trainer of the year, I'm not even gonna go get it. I'll tell them to give it to somebody else.
So you're talking just about the Boxing Writers Association?
The Boxing Writers Association. Okay. That's the only one.
So you think Freddie Roach, maybe because of his name, he was already just an ideal choice?
He's a household name, and that I also understand. He's a household name. You know, he goes through 2012 with nothing but losses. And nobody blames him. It's all the fighters not doing good. The fighters, you know what I mean? And then he comes back with a good win with Cotto, and Pacquiao beat Brandon, and now he's trainer of the year. Okay, you know, that's up to them. You know, I don't really care. You know, my fighters are happy. I'm doing good. I'm getting so much work that's all that matters. My team, you know, it's not just me. I have 4 or 5 coaches that work with all professionals. I need to take care of salaries every month. I need to take care of percentages every time they fight. I need to take care of my team. I have 150 kids training every day that I need to, you know, take care of too. And I'm doing really good that I'm able to do it. That's why I'm doing it, or else I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm blessed that I'm able to do that, and that's what matters to me. That I, you know, we have a family that supports each other, and you know, whatever the Boxing Writers Association chooses or does, it doesn't matter to me anymore. I had more respect for it. Now I don't. Just like we did same thing with VADA. We had more respect for what VADA was doing, but you know, having Brandon pee on a fucking empty glass from the bathroom. You know, I don't know if people have seen that video of the maids that clean the rooms. They spray with Windex. They spray the dishes, the glasses, and then they just wipe them off. Have you seen that video?
Yeah.
They just wipe them off. They wipe them off and put them back in there like they're clean. They don't even wash them. They don't even rinse them out with water. They spray Windex, and then with a dry towel, they dry out and put them back in there like good. So anybody could go and get water and drink it. You could get sick of that. And that guy from VADA made Brandon pee in one of those cups. Made him pee in one of those cups, and then went and poured it into the one that they were supposed to. Shouldn't have done that. So right there, I lost respect for it, for VADA.
How do you and Freddie Roach? I know there's been like a few mishaps over the years. Do you get along with him? Is there any animosity?
I have no problem with him, bro. Honestly, I'm happy for what he's done. He's actually done so much in boxing with Manny Pacquiao that myself might never be able to do that with any of my fighters. Fighters might never ever do what Pacquiao has done, win titles in so many weight divisions. So you got to respect that. You got to admire that. You know, there's been no situations where we're fighting against each other. Well, yeah, we got to build the fight up, and I think Top Rank I think Top Rank set that up. What happened in China, I think Top Rank set it up. You know,
Really?
it's something that, you know, how could they only give me 2 hours when I'm training 2 world champions, and they gave him 5 hours to train Manny Pacquiao? You know what I mean? They only gave me 2 hours to train Brandon and Gradovich. I had to train them together, but they give Roach 5 hours, and they gave me 9 in the morning to 11. So they could have gave an hour in between, so we could leave, and we're a little bit late. We could leave, and there's still plenty of time. But no, they give Roach to be there right at 11. Come on, man. Pacquiao didn't show up till 1. Pacquiao didn't show up till 1. So I think it was all set up, but it's part of the business. I know the business now.
When you say it's set up, does it make you have kind of bad feelings towards them, or it's just part of the game?
No, it's part of the game, part of the business. Top Rank, Golden Boy, Lou DiBella, they'll do stuff like that because they want to build up fights. No, I love working with Top Rank. I'm also very happy working with Maidana at Golden Boy. You know, everywhere we go, they always take care of us really good. You know, Mayweather's fighting Canelo. I have nothing to do with that fight, and I caught Golden Boy, and I got me my tickets for me and my kids. I paid for them, yes, because of course, you know, they're not gonna give them to me for free, but they had them for me. They could have easily said, no, we'll sell them to somebody else. They could have easily said, Robert, we don't have any tickets left, right? But they still had them, you know, they still sold them to me, which that means a lot to me. Yeah. That means a lot to me. I go to a show, and they give me tickets right behind Oscar De La Hoya, next to Jack Nicholson. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Which promoter does it?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Now I was gonna ask, you know, right now there's Top Rank, Golden Boy, there's the Big Pole War, they're the 2 powerhouse promoters. You probably have a good insight as anyone, being that you've kind of worked with both companies. What are your thoughts on just the way the sport's divided, the way the companies have treated you, and each company moving forward?
Top Rank and Golden Boy, they're the biggest in boxing, and they both have the experience. They both have the fighters to do their own stuff. They don't need each other. It would be nice for them to work together. We could get Brandon Rioso against Danny Garcia. We could get Mikey against Abner Mares. We could get Mikey maybe against Panterita, you know, at 135, you know, the WBC champion. Of course, we would love to fight for the WBC title with Mikey. Top Rank and Golden Boy do work together, so we might never fight for that title. We would love to, but even if they don't work together, Mikey still has big fights. You know, like Gamboa, like the winner of Ricky Burns and Crawford. You know, there's still big fights at 135. But it would be nice to get those other ones that mean so much. We could get Brandon, you know, so many big fights at welterweight and junior welterweight that Golden Boy has. That would be awesome. But we could still do the rematch with Alvarado. We could still fight Provanica. We could fight Marquez. We could fight Timothy Bradley. So there's still a lot of fights for Brandon too with just Top Rank. So they're both still doing good, still doing big fights. But yes, it would be nice for them to work together because there's just so many fights out there that would be so nice, but we might never see.
You mentioned VADA. Like, what are your thoughts just after that whole incident? I mean, you say you lost respect for them. What if your fighters are in fights where they're involved with VADA? I mean, what are your thoughts on moving forward, having to deal with the company?
You know, if we're fighting somebody that calls the shots like a Pacquiao, you know, we already did with Brandon. He calls the shots. That was the first time he ever demanded drug testing. He never wanted to do it when he was fighting on his own, right? Or something. He never wanted to do it. I'm not making it up. Everybody knows that he always said that he was scared of needles, that he never wanted to do it. So now Brandon's gonna fight him, so he demands VADA. Okay, we did it. If we're fighting the guy that calls the shots, we have to do it. If Maidana fights Mayweather and Mayweather wants to do VADA, we're gonna have to do VADA. You know what I mean? Because we're fighting the guy that calls the shots. But not too far from now, I think I could be in that position where my fighters call the shots.
And if that's the case, you're not gonna go VADA. You want USADA?
We'd rather go with USADA.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were here with Maidana, and they were so professional. They were so, you know, everything was so different. You know, with VADA, Brandon comes in peace in the bathroom, but then takes everything to the table right there next to the ring. Okay. They're doing everything right there, packing everything up. They're doing blood with Brandon right there. They're taking blood right there and right next to the ring. In the meantime, there's guys sparring. There's guys sparring. There's guys sweating. There's guys punching, bleeding. How do you know what could fly to next to the ring where Brandon's doing it? You know what I mean? Those are little things that now I see, and they did them very wrong. USADA came and it was totally different. Totally the opposite. You know what I mean? With Maidana, they're born professional. Then we go to China, and we ask, you know, how many times have you done Manny Pacquiao? And they told us they haven't done them one single time. They said maybe here in China. I don't know if that's true. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe they did do. I don't know. But they did say that. They did tell us maybe in China. So those are questions that should we trust VADA? You know what I mean? At least my team doesn't anymore. Maybe that's something against my team. Maybe because Alex is with us. Maybe because they're against Alex. Maybe because they hate Alex. That's why they had that differences with us. Then we're over there in China after the fight. You know, that guy's chasing us around. Then Brandon wants to pee, and he's not ready. He doesn't have his package for Brandon to pee. So Brandon's like, I gotta pee. He gets a fucking glass from, you know, glass cup from the bathroom and tells him pee here. And then he sends my son and Art to the arena to go talk to the other people from VADA so they could bring back the container. You know, how could they even trust? How do they know who Pita, my son Pita, or Art are? And they gave the container to them so they could bring it up to Brandon's room. So when they bring it up, then he gets the pee that Brandon had done in a glass cup and pours it like that. How the fuck do we know what was in that cup? You know, like I'm telling you, there's that video on hotels. They fucking spray with Windex, and then they just wipe it up with a dry towel and put it back in there. You know what I mean? That's lost respect right there, honestly.